I'm Seamus. Thank you so much for coming.
You've got a great cause worth fighting for. I couldn't wait to get here. That said, I expected, well, more people?
So far, there's only the two of us.
But we're highly motivated.
Well, it's a start.
Some people I knew already were dear friends of mine, like Little Gray Cells and Just My Stupid Opinion.
Lots of interesting things. This is absolutely abominable, and the RCMP are really in the shit here, and they know it.
Hi, I'm not really sure what I'm doing here, but I think it's time that I needed to speak up.
The following program is brought to you in living color.
Something you watch on TV, horror movie, you shut it off, you go to bed. We can't shut this off. Every time we close our eyes, the horror movie turns on. So I know for myself, when I close my eyes, go try to go to bed, picture my parents being shot.
Trying to piece together a story that seems so unbelievable.
Let's have a look at this. I'm going to pause it periodically, and I'm going to try and not lose my shit because I was really angry. Really angry. I'm getting really pissed now. I'll preface this by saying I'm strongly urging all of the victims in this, the victims' families, to launch a class action lawsuit against the RCMP. And I would just love to have the RCMP under discovery. I have a lot of questions, and I'm sure a lawyer would too.
Mounted police and their stories. Stories of their courage. Stories of their lives filled with hazard, romance, and adventure. The RCMP story this week, Gunslinger.
Oh my goodness, how many windows do I have open? Oh my. Again. How many times? Well, we can stream 24 hours a day if we want, I suppose. That would be good. Lots of pressure. Keep up the pressure. Okay, if I haven't tuckered you out too much yet. Last night's video was good. Hearing a lot of comments about technical issues. Yeah, there's more on the Facebook side too. For those of you who have not joined the family Facebook March over there in Bible Hill, 1 p.m., to the RCMP station, please do so. Have to. Okay? I'm giving you an order. No, I'm serious. This is really important. I don't play around. I'm not a very funny guy. Now, I wanted to discuss something that kind of piecing together a little something this morning with somebody, and let's get our good mornings and afternoons out of the way. Good afternoon down there. It's 12:40. 12:40. Afternoon. D-Mac, Snippy Pinky, Mark Evans. Just got through yesterday's stream. Which one? Which one? The comment, somebody made a comment that they kept getting kicked out and sent to the other stream, which I thought was rather interesting. I wonder how many of these numbers. Oh, yes. And then the comment, I got a comment this morning. That was it about the Facebook group, which I haven't finished my good mornings and afternoons and all that good stuff. I will get to everybody, so you can say hello to everybody if you want. I was informed of the following. More games with the fucking tech. The tech stuff is absurd. Like, it really is. The Facebook group had 240 members last night. I think it actually went up a little bit from the first stream to the second, which is good. Please get in there and do so. Where are we at here? I'll drop the link for that. How do we do this here again? Share. I should have this just set up in the notes, should I not? There we go. Okay, and there's an event thing there also. Very important to get out there and show support for the families that are seeking justice. Please do so. But do not be deterred by the numbers. The numbers are, once again, I would think, like this channel, fake. And I'm sorry for those of you whose comments aren't getting through in the live stream. I mean, whatever. Just be patient, because this is all a game to them. And we have to be able to see DLive up and running if anyone can't get into YouTube. Great. Thank you, Oh Dear. Thank you very much. Of course, Oh Dear's channel down below, one of the huge teammates here we've got on board. We're really lucky to have, of course, everybody over in the Discord. Thank you ever so much for all of your help. Thanks to all of you in the channel watching and recommending information. I'm not going to say that other stuff because that's self-promotion, so I won't. But spreading the word, getting the questions out there. If you can, get out to this. Now, the comment I received in respect to this was, Facebook group had 240 members last night. This person invited 8 people that joined the group. The number of members is 235 this morning. So don't believe the numbers. You know, I know this is a psychological tactic. This is what they do, right? So, you know, it's just like the ratings and all this stuff. Don't believe them. They're just there to manipulate people's minds. You know what's in your heart, true. Like, you have to speak up. You have to show your face. You have to do the right thing. You've got to help these people out. We all have to. We have a part to play. And if that just means showing up, showing your face, meeting a few folks that have like mind, hopefully most of them are all good. There will be some interesting ones in there, I'm sure, but that's fine. Where it's peaceful, all we want is truth. Snippy Pinky, good morning. Mark Evans, good afternoon. Bush Baby, Jumbo / empty your ashtray. I did, you know. Look at that. You know how full my ashtray gets? It's pretty sad. It's pretty sad. I use a jumbo ashtray. This is actually my smaller version. I don't know where my jumbo. Oh, yes, I do. I know where it is. Caper de Bert. How's it going? Good afternoon, Crystal. Good morning, Darlene. Almost into the afternoon here, right? For you, I would think. If I'm thinking correctly. I don't know. I'm hypothesizing aloud. Sunday, good afternoon, Sunday. Which is a name. Sunday. Hello. Alex McLean. Jen Logan. Afternoon. I'm not out of my mind. These people are driving us out of our minds. No. We're all good here. We're all good. Clan B. Oh dear, of course. Seriously, dude, I was just watching the one from this morning, and it was awesome. Yeah, I'm trying to connect a few dots, hopefully. Hopefully some dots were connected. Breadcrumbed a few others that are in there. I always try and speak between lines. Hoping that people will just do the right thing. That's all. You can kind of encourage them because they'll know what you're talking about. Maybe not everybody else will. Countryside, afternoon. Watched your most recent one a couple of hours ago. Wow, you guys are just plugging through. Second one, all caught up. Good stuff, good stuff. So there is the backup channel and D Live. I don't even ever log on there. So sorry if your comments are up there. My apologies. I need to get some more screens, I think. More screens. Maybe that will be my present to myself. Uh-oh. Whoa, what happened here? I fell way behind. Okay, now, where are we at? Somebody is putting in commercials. If anybody is seeing commercials into my channel, I would like to know, and please register a complaint with YouTube. I don't want them making money off my back. My channel has always been fully demonetized since this all started. So not that it was monetized in my real name anyway, ever. Like I'm going to give you my name. And address. They always want all that stuff. Screw off. Where is this here? Analytics. Where is that? How do you find that even? Here we go. There we go. It's not, I don't have anything. There's nothing. AdSense. See? In order to monetize your channel, we review your channel. I don't even, it doesn't matter. Screw them. I don't need your money. Life's a lot more than money, isn't it? To me, it is, anyways. It's about good people, truth, and yeah, if my tire blows out, hopefully somebody will help me out. Excuse me. So if anybody does see commercials, which somebody made a comment about, please let me know. I would like to know how many people are seeing commercials. And I would also like you, if possible, to register a complaint with YouTube on my behalf. I don't want them making money. Linda, good day. Whatever time zone you're in. Love. Happy Friday, folks. Is today Friday? Oh my, it is. I really seriously don't know what day it is anymore. I haven't for years. Not a big Facebook fan, but I'll definitely be there for support. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Crystal. We need all the support, all the faces that we can. And there'll be some good folks and some, I don't know, I think there's some t-shirts for sale and sweatshirts at cost. Okay? And that was many thanks to a bunch of people, but Tara has done some real hard work. I know None of Your Business has done some very hard work. Sharon's done some very hard work. Somebody who I can't say has done some very hard work. So please, bumper stickers, put them on the car. It'll get people asking questions. Apparently, those of you who do have them already do get stopped and ask questions. Maybe you can leave that in the comments below too, if that's the case. I would love to know how many people, what kind of feedback are people getting? I think it's a lot more than just the, oh yeah, there's only a couple of people who watch, or what was it last night? Oh dear was saying that there were likes being removed real time. That's awesome. Love that too. I don't need your likes. I don't, well, I mean, obviously it helps, but in terms of YouTube or whoever's doing all of that, RC or 8200, whatever you're doing over there, I don't need your fucking lights. I don't live my life for that shit. Oh dear's videos. Excellent. Yes. Links below for everybody's channels. Tara in here, of course. Excellent. Excellent to have her here. And to those family members who are in here who aren't saying anything, or funnily enough, one that I know of that can't say anything for some unbeknownst reason. Can't comment. Very strange. Hello to you. Special prayers and always my love, right? Geez, you know, this mug is going to come in handy soon. Hopefully we can do the stream live. That would be great. Also, your comments have not shown up on videos. Oh, no. So you're having problems. Oh, dear's getting hit too. I heard that. So, you know, this is what they do. It's so childish. I feel like I'm in a room with toddlers and diapers. Anyway, did I see the comment about your comment about the Bigstop? No, I haven't. Do you want to send it to me again, possibly? No. Got a nice message from somebody in my personal life who said that they had not received a message, and they sent me a screenshot of it, and trying to cause a little bit of an issue between us. Fuck off, you. So we're all on the same page. Comments. I did not receive any comment. Apparently there is a local artist. Many thanks to Vivian Healy, who has a painting. Excellent. And to that, I don't see who that was who kindly gave that. Let's continue through here. We've got Glenn B. Paul, brother Paul, how are you doing? Good morning to you, sir. Good morning. Good morning. Almost 9:53. Okay, well, getting on there. That'll be so awesome. There's faces, and you can hug people. Wow, that'd be pretty awesome. Can anyone join the D Live? Anybody can join the D Live. Let's see if I can even get in. I don't even know. I think I can log in. What is that? I don't want to talk to you. Okay, that's not working. Let me just check and see here. Some browser I think I have it saved on. Or some thing I have may fill it in for me. D Live. Never used D Live really, so I don't even know. I just have it. Okay, for some reason. Oh, yes, here it is. Login success. All right. How do we do that? Minimize this. There we go. D Live over here. So there is a channel. There we go. Okay. So there's where it is. Anybody can join the D Live. I don't know if you have to have a membership or what you got to do. Technical issues. Don't ask me if I can unmute a microphone and pronounce a name properly. I'm really ahead of the game. And I can find my cigarettes, which is disastrous if I can't. Here we go. So happy. People will get out and meet each other. And it'll just build that camaraderie. We've got Who else do we have here? Hoodoo. Falling far behind, falling far behind. Darlene, still, okay, Manitoba. Hello, Manitoba. reading something about Manitoba. Yep, caught up. Okay. Yeah, there's 2 videos yesterday, so a little bit. Good on you. Screw off. Yeah, I have a few Seamusisms. Sure hope so. Yay, win. Martin Brown, I don't want your address, but I do want to send you peanut butter cookies. Somehow send me peanut butter cookies. What about, is there somebody special in your life that loves peanut butter cookies? Are you down on the East Coast, Martin? Maybe one day I'll get to down there. You never know. Not about money. Who cares about money? I don't care about money. They're really good cookies, man. Okay, they're really good cookies. Maybe in the meantime, somebody who is deserved in your life can have them on my behest. That would be wonderful. We'll close that out. Did you get a nap? I did get a nap, I think. Yes. I think it was up at 4 this morning, so I was good. Rematched video, and the commercials weren't in it then. Excellent. Rewatch. Okay. Global TV had a live feed at the Bigstop. In the distance, it looked like a dummy laying down beside the car. I looked for the video on Global. They never uploaded it to YouTube after live broadcast. One has to ask themselves how they had a live feed. That's interesting. I think that's the first I've heard of that. If you can shed any more light on that while you were sheeping, that would be awesome. I need a nap, says Linda. You curse your device daily. Yes, I think when this is all through, that's probably, bigger issues and things down the road. People are going to throw all of the technology in the garbage. All of it. Because they'll see what it is really all about. Would be my belief. All tech. We can go back to a simpler life, which is okay. I'll be sad to see some folks go, but doesn't mean anything. Still love out there, right? Get pay as you go solves some of these issues. It does. Burner phones are good. Got to cycle through them, and no data. Keep that data off. Hug people daily. Excellent. Was checking out Gage's road last week. Can't see very far in the direction he was traveling from. Absolutely. Been saying that for a while. No possible way. Good afternoon, Green Bastard. Tuning in while work for a few minutes, but I'm behind. Missed yesterday's videos for the most part. Well, sorry, sir. I don't mean to drop too much stuff. Excellent to have you on board. Hope you're having a great day at work. And I'm not disturbing. So weird. I'm seeing all the comments from the last live stream. Wouldn't let me comment either. Working okay so far. Excellent. Salty air. Now, Linda wants cookies. Martin, there you go. Now, I was kind of leafing through something this morning, and I put a little something together, and I just wanted to review it with you and get your thoughts in here, obviously, in the Discord. I will drop it in the Discord also, and anybody who watches the show afterwards that has the ability to comment and is allowed to comment, same in the stream, I would love to hear back what your thoughts are. Where am I here? Bigstop. Elms down. Gotta go up. Hopefully it's legible. I mentioned one other thing I wanted to mention along with that. There we go. Okay. do it like this. And then like this. All right. Let's get this a bit bigger so you can read. So we all know that there are, and many thanks to the person who was helping me with this morning, because actually it's with their help that I've kind of pieced this together, because they brought up some really great points in respect to it. There was another question I had. Where's my to-do list for today? I don't know. I've lost it. I have a to-do list somewhere. Okay, that's one of them. This is actually one of them. Here's the other one. Now, let's share this. Poof. There we go. There we go. You'll take cookies. So, been awake since last. Oh no, Linda, you have to have some sleep. Gotta sleep, gotta eat, gotta stay in good shape. I'm feeling really worried about some family members here. Not eating, not sleeping. Not good. Now, this is the warrant, 0638 warrant, which was initially released May 25th. And if we go to 1728 here, the paragraph, of course, is fully redacted. Now, if we move down, keeping in mind the dates, May 25th, we move down here, got a tweet from Tim Bousquet. Stoddart, that's Keith Stoddart from CERT, otherwise known as CERT, former RCMP officer. How many years does he have? 32, 33, 34, 33, 34 years of experience as an RCMP officer, I believe. Stoddart's affidavit says that it will take him 6 months to complete the investigation. He has concerns about releasing the search warrant information because, well, I don't know why. Keep in mind, this is now June 26th. This is as a result of the court case being fought by the media to get information from the RCMP and the government. Your information, your courts, your government, your police. Please keep that in mind. You're paying for all of it. So am I. I want my underwear back. 16, I have concerns about the publication of this paragraph prior to the completion of my investigation will compromise my investigation. This is the reasons he tells you why. Releasing this, which we can see Gabriel Wortman then traveled to the Irving Bigstop, exit 7, Enfield, Nova Scotia, in a gray Mazda. I'm glad they got the color right here, and pulled up to the gas pump. Okay, and he gets shot. Big secret. But apparently, it's very big. Shit even thinks so. They got to fight about it in court. Let's go on a little bit further. Raking leaves in the sunshine. Excellent. December 9th, this is from Can Law. Can Lee. Somebody else refers to it as Can Lee. I've always learned it as Can Law, but never mind me. Can't pronounce anything anyway. That's directed towards that person. So, December 9th, 2020, arguments by Crown and Mr. Coles quote, mistake other sufficient reason in paragraph 1728 ITO 200638, the very warrant we're discussing right here. Court to release written decision December 10th. Fast forward, which we read through this warrant. December 10th, the decision is made. They decide to reissue, as always. These are old warrants. They just keep recycling and giving you a little bit more. But they don't give you the new one, like the ones with all the gold in them, right? Gold. Well, that's right. That was a very important word. They had to fight about that in court on a garage. But then it's important. Leave that garage burned down. Could be mistaken, though. It could be the one down in the States. But who cares? You can reprogram it anyway. Actually, I need to double check that. If that is, in fact, the Wortman garage and it burned down and you're fighting about a code for a burnt down garage, revised February 11th. Well, for some reason, we had December to January, January to February. 2 months later, they decide to, well, recycle. This is issue 2 on this one. Some of them are third. I love even, do you see here how it says first version? They're even confused over there. Halfpenny Macquarie. Macquarie? I don't. Pardon my pronunciation. Now, 200638. Blank. This is now how it's what they've decided to reveal. Blank. A peace officer, member of the RCMP, was also at the gas pumps and recognized Gabriel Wortman. Blank. Gabriel Wortman. Blank. Died. What's so secret about this? What's so secret? Why is this such a, how many windows? Yes, exactly. What was that I hovered over? Oh, yeah, I just always have like gazillion things going. I don't even know what I'm doing. What is so secret about Wortman's death? He just died in this one. Now we know that. Gabriel Wortman, somebody died. Gabriel Wortman took a plane and leaf fell off a tree, died. I don't know. This is all very odd. I think you must agree. There's something very strange. And the fact that, who was that earlier? Let's see if I can scroll back and find that. This comment. I don't know anything about this. Anybody want to let me know? Nothing's popped up. So maybe either they're disappeared, don't feel like commenting anymore about it or whatever. Hopefully they will elaborate. If any of you know anything about this is very interesting to me. There was a live feed at the Global from Global. This obviously is after the fact? How much after the fact? Wow. They're just, what is that? Johnny Be Good, Johnny on the Spot or something. Johnny on the Spot, isn't that what it's? You just happened to be there. Everybody happened to be there. After 2 gas stations in Elmsdale for a car that they didn't know that he was driving, happened to know it when he was out of gas. Really? They're trying to save his or their reputation. I don't know. Something happened here. A lot of witness protection floating around on this one, I think. And the fact that he had a real car says to me something much more than CI. Sorry, I believe 2 real cars. That was verified by who? Oh, Griffin. That's right. It was for her car, which of course was said right at the beginning. Who was that said that? Blaze? Blaze, 2 cars. She drove her car around Halifax, said Blaze in the paper. So what's going on here? Now, we don't have his name, right? But, the funny thing is, I want to bring in this one. Remember this video? Remember Charlene's impassioned plea? Which, funnily enough, Rick, it got a media buzz, real media buzz. Of course it should. It should have. This should have all the time. Family members need to start coming out And I'll host your videos anytime. You say whatever you want. I'm not editing anything. You want to come and yell at me, that's fine. You can do that too. This video, impassioned plea, please come forward. Please start answering questions. If you have information, those of you who haven't watched this, please do. Throw it some likes. I know they keep removing those. Very sad that they would go stoop to these levels. And Charlene shared her message with the world. Make this go viral again. Pump it out on the RCMP. They need to give these families answers. When this video dropped, what date do I have down here? December 15th was when I uploaded it. I can't remember, hopefully, I think it was the day before, December 14th. I could be wrong. Now, when the video came out, there was a bunch of media buzz. It happened to get featured on the Rick Howe show. The sad part about that was the very end was cut off, her plea to come forward. Don't think I didn't notice? I did. Why would you do that to somebody? Somebody did over there. Decided that, and it wasn't because of a commercial break, just so that you're all clear. I can't remember what the guy came on afterwards talking about. Something. Right away. No commercial. So there wasn't a need to cut off, and you should never cut somebody like this off. Ever. It's almost like they didn't want people to come forward. December 15th, so December 14th, somewhere in that range. Thank you. Thank you for watching it. Bigstop was gong show. Absolute gong show. Total fakery balls. So easy to call out. Despite all of their editing. Elizabeth McMillan, somebody put a comment earlier that I'm saying that all media outlets are lying. No, I'm not. I'm saying that they do lie. They spin narrative. They do edit. This is very true, some more than others. But they always have to think about your real life. All of us have known somebody who's dishonest in our real life. Sadly, I would think. Everybody, hopefully. Maybe there are some people who haven't encountered that. They always got to tell you a little truth, right? Because otherwise you'd never believe them. That's the way the media works. They give you some, and then they fuck you over. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's how they keep you reeled in. And then they can pump you full of the garbage. So, December 15th, December 14th, roundabout. The cameraman was zooming in on the body. Excellent. Yes, it was Todd Battis. Oh, Todd Battis went to school with Wortman, hosting live stream right after the shooting. It was 10 minutes later. How convenient. Todd Battis CTV. So was it on CTV? John Hart, please do whatever you can. Take the time off work. Ask somebody to watch the kiddos. Shell out the few bucks for gas. Make your way down to the family. March in Bible Hill Foodland. 1 p.m. There's couple of events going on that day. The one that's I'm seeking justice for, families seeking justice for, is the Foodland Bible Hill March to the RCMP detachment. Any of you who have unlimited data or whatever, possibly a couple of you could contact me. That would be great, and we can maybe set up something so that the rest of us who are unable to attend will attend, because we will, in person, some of us, and some of us virtual. Say it was the Kovu, which it is, otherwise my ass would be down there. December 15th. Now, when this happened, there was a lot of media stuff. This is what you always watch for. Timing around these things. What did they decide to do? Let's do this way first. This is the current article. Go away. Okay, updated. The inside story of how RCMP dog handler shot mass murderer. Published December 10th. Updated December 19th. What date was that again? December 15th. Updated. Do you know what the original one read? This is why I always advocate archive, archive.is, archive.org. And data sticks. Use them. Anything that's on your phone, stick it on one of these, right? Anything that's on your computer you're worried about, information, stick it on one of these. Stick it on a hard drive, external hard drives. Not connected to the internet. Stick it on servers. I got one set up in the other room, one way. Still haven't finished quite the flow on it yet, so, but I lose stuff all the time. Very sad. Anyways, moving back. My ADD kicking in here, right? Updated inside story, how RCMP dock handler shot mass murder. Let's go to the original. Or sorry, the original as best saved. What date do we have? Oh, sorry, this one is the wrong one. I want, where's archive.org? Balls. Archive.org. Copy. Copy. What are you talking about? There we go. Oh, Faceberg's here. Now, one back. December 11th, it was saved. Right? Next day. The very next day. Is there a difference? Do you think? The inside story of how the RCMP dog handler was shot in Nova Scotia mass murder. Gunman was of mass murder. RCMP officer who shot Nova Scotia mass murder dead. Nanfield Station this past. Okay, so you get the photo of that balls over there. Total balls on that one too. RCMP officer who shot Nova Scotia mass murder. You don't believe me? Go have a look at it. Use critical eye. Those wonderful skills we're all given. You can see something. Still more on that story. One day I'll drop. Who shot Nova Scotia mass murderer dead at Enfield gas station this past spring is a, quote, very hard worker, diligent, tactically sound, committed, probably one of the best dog handlers that I've ever known, says a police source who has known him for more than a decade. The constable, with another RCMP officer on the emergency response team, was riding shotgun April 19th with the dog handler. Both men got off multiple shots after the dog handler recognized the mass killer, who was exhibiting the, quote, 1,000-yard stare. Kid yoga. This is something in my downtime now. Oh, my poor dog. Hold on a moment. Hey, buddy. It's okay. It's old. You fell off the couch. It's okay. who exhibited, quote, the 1,000-yard stare as he gassed up within a few meters of the mount. He's at the Irving of Bigstop, said the source, quote, the source, the constable, the police source. He stops to get fuel in his dog truck, and he has the wherewithal standing where they're watching his surroundings and sees the guy, says the police source. They spotted him in their training, immediately kicked in, and they challenged the guy. And boom, they're heroes. They stopped the man who killed 23 people, including one of their own. Okay, I'm absolutely, my heart bleeds for Heidi Stevenson, but I think sadly, she's being used in this story as a tactic to shiny thing. Sad, very sad. Paint ourselves as heroes in this one. Mass killer, I'm not saying she's not. What I'm saying is the RCMP used that. Mass killer was injured before reaching the Irving Bigstop in Dartmouth. The insurist had rammed his fake police car into RCMP Constable Heidi Stevenson's patrol car at the intersection Highway 224 before killing her and then taking her firearm and ammunition. He had injuries from his collisions with Constable Stevenson. The injuries were not too bad, but they were visible. Of course, we know that because he went home the very next day. At least. He was at the very least. Right? Or sorry, at the very most. It was photographed, within 24 hours. Walking around, holding kids, his arms shot up. Somebody sent me a graphic picture, what arms look like when they're shot. Just like I could see, sadly, my poor min pin. If I was to shoot him, that would be a mess. And obviously, I'm not going to share that photo, but it's not something you go home from the very next day. The mass murderer appeared in my understanding, but perhaps this is just all graze wounds, just like the Blair's dog, and I don't know, 5 o'clock dog down at Gina's. The mass murderer appeared to be making threatening move when 2 officers shot him, the source said. They were concerned for their safety. Killer could have slipped away. Dog handler's observations skills are unique, said the source. The source. A lot of people would have spotted him, slipped away on killing, said the source. Said of the dog handlers. Okay, do you notice something here? There's no names, right? That's what I'm trying to point out. That alone speaks to the kind of officer he is. He's smart. He just switched it on to use one of our phrases. He just squared away. He's got a big police brain. I'm not saying don't stop this man. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying what's going on down there. By the time he reached Enfield in a different car, of course, which they knew had no gas because they went to 3 stations. To an Elmsdale on either side of the highway and just down the road, then ended up at Bigstop. Seems very strange. I think they just got lost or didn't know where they were supposed to go. Change out of the RCMP uniform he had worn during his murderous rampage. He was driving a car that he stolen from one of the 23 victims. No names here either. Workmen. Constables, okay, noting, no names, who shot the mass killer are both excellent, outstanding officers, said the source. Province's Serious Incidents Response Team, the shit, is continuing its investigation of the shooting. That, again, of course, goes back to the little, oh, jeez, I don't even know where that went. Whatever, the graphic I had there, right? That's who's talking is the shit. Former RCMP. is continuing its investigation, which they have to block out everything. Can't tell you why. They can't tell you anything. Huh? They can't tell you why. They can't tell you anything. I'll tell you right now, they did exactly because it's going to compromise a dead man on the ground. You're following me here. I'll tell you exactly. They did exactly what needed to be done. I'm glad they did, said the police source. No name. Dog handlers are supposed to have backup with them on potentially dangerous assignments, said the source. He's armed, but he needs heavy weaponry with him. Lethal overwatch. So that's why an emergency response team member was put in there with him, ready to lay down their lives. Both officers, no names, solid true blue cops, they're laying down their lives, said the source. The two Mounties, no name, who stopped the mass killer aren't making a big deal of it, said the source. It's one of those things that had to be, where it had to be done. They're not bragging about it or anything. They're very humble about it. Okay, so we're getting a lot of hero narrative. Both officers are, quote, solid guys, said the police source. You would want them on a call with you. You would want these expletive guys, because they have better language there at the paper than I have on this channel, with you on anything. That's the kind of guys they are. Saltwire is not naming the mass killer to avoid sensationalizing him, or it's probably more like, we want you to forget about him. And no family member that I have spoken to, and again, I don't speak to all family members. I do hope more of them will be forthcoming also. Please join us in our quest to seek knowledge and justice and truth for your deceased loved one or ones. This is very important, because one day down the line, I suspect that you will want the answers, and if this story goes away, you will never have them. That's a pretty tragic place to be. But that's why they do this. Please forget who it is. Remember how Trudeau was standing out there and he's like, we don't want to talk about that. That was coming from him initially. Don't sensationalize him. Nobody's sensationalizing him. They're just naming who a shitbag is, right? According to court documents released by a judge Wednesday, the killer's common-law spouse told Mounties April 19th that, quote, he was going to get the city to get a woman. A woman. Now it's turned into a couple, whose name is redacted from the documents. Halifax Regional Police went to her home and provided security as the killer, her home, I think it's their home, as the killer had not been located at that point. And again, this is coming from who? Common law spouse, who is currently facing charges. Probably not the best person to believe. Sense a lot of pie plate. One way or the other, unless the mass killer was kneeling down on the road with his hands in the air screaming, I surrender, this thing was continuing, said the police source. He had been taken into custody one way or another. The officers who shot him dead had to do what they did. They had to react. I'm proud of them. Well, I don't know. Source is proud of them. Whoever source is, you're proud of them. Why would you hide? I'm proud of somebody. I don't need to hide. I don't need to hide anytime. Well, I'm not a fool. I won't place myself in danger, but this is what? All you're doing is saying, I'm really proud of these guys. Or maybe it might tell you a little bit more. You might figure out who's doing that. Might be a bit of a PR campaign. Remember the date. The killings all started in Portapique on the 18th. Dartmouth denturist Wortman, after his partner said he snapped. She was running around nude with a bathrobe, sash, whatever. Then turns into one handcuff that somehow gets removed. And She's hiding under trees like a fairy. The murder shot, multiple, with some coat out there somewhere, some blue coat. I love the thumbnail. Oh dear, used. Murderer shot multiple people and set homes on fire. Dressed in police uniform, driving, let's get that one right in there, the fake police car. He evaded RCMP and killed 4 more people in Wentworth before heading towards Halifax. Because nobody warned him. Nobody warned the public. They all just sent you the tweet twatters. It was 22 last time I looked down. Now it's back up to 20. Very interesting. Very interesting. Killing more along the way, including 2 women in their cars. Gotta get the women point in here. Obviously, they're women. I'm not discounting that. It's tragic. Very tragic. And I'm very upset about all of the people who have died in this. Spinning the narrative, dangerous. Playing into other people's hands, not good. They use agendas to mislead. Mounties have said that they shot him dead April 19th. Mounties have said that they shot him dead April 19th at the Enfield Bigstop. In all, he killed 23 people. And ever get this one right. Mounties have faced a lot of criticisms. They were armchair quarterbacks on how the force handled the chaotic case. Police source. It's really taking its toll on the members who were out there and ready to give it up that day if they could draw his fire and take him out. There were real heroes that day. The ones that have the consciences, I really do hope come forward. Must be eating you alive. Now, do note the date, right? That was on the 10th. Well, it was actually archived on the 11th. We had, let's see, how am I going to do this? Oh, it's okay. It's okay, buddy. Aw. Okay. That changed. Why did it change? Because of this. That's why it changed. The PR machine went into overdrive. There were a lot of things that popped out because of this video. This is why, if families keep up pressure, keep making videos like this, and I understand emotionally it's very taxing. Very taxing. But to speak your truth, to let people know where you're at, there's nothing shameful in it. We're all there with you. And is Pup all right? Pup is fine. He's good. He's a good little boy, isn't he? Nicey. Now, what happens? What do they do? Because of that video. Update it. The inside story of how RCMP dog handler shot Nova Scotia mass murderer. Oh, now we have RCMP Constable Craig Hughley, police dog ducks in Lunenburg. See where this is going? You follow me? There was a lot of other stories. You put in around that date, April 15th, they had to pump it out. The war room down there in Ottawa. Their tactics are really quite transparent. That's transparent. I'll tell you, that's what's transparent. What isn't transparent? I don't know why. Aw. What's not transparent is this. What's not transparent is this. That's not transparent. I can't tell you why I can't tell you, but I'm not going to tell you. But just believe me. Hello? Hero organization. Quit the organization only enforces the will of politicians. Hero would not work for an organization that treats politicians above the law. Yes, very true. Good point. Great point, Nova Scotia. It is very true. And you know, this Craig Hughley was identified in the letter. Again, how much of this is propaganda? It is sifting through what is true versus what is not true. Because they tell you a lot of things. Oh, he's okay. I know it's hard getting old. This is not transparent. I can't see through that. Can you? A lot of black. A lot of black. But he was identified way early. But they didn't want to tell you that. According to the, quote, briefing letter, which seems like a lot of bullshit to me when I look at it. But it might compromise my investigation. Oh, shh. Okay. It's okay. Here you go. Go run around. Be careful. Okay. But let's recycle the warrant. Let's not tell you anything. Then let's tell you why we can't tell you anything. Then let's wait 2 months after we tell you that we can't tell you anything and why we can't tell you anything. And then we'll reissue an old warrant. And then we'll tell you a little bit more, which is really nothing. What's so secret? I want to know what you think. I do. Plus, I want to get some things because I'm getting a bit overloaded with a lot of things right now. So, good to get it out. Who knows? Who knows? You have crematoriums burning down. Paul Wortman's told that he can't see his son's body. He can't, nothing. I think that actually violates law. A lot of families were told that. To the best of my knowledge, a medical examiner has to. In fact, medical examiner has to issue the, oh, come on. He's deaf anyway. It's crazy household. Talking to a deaf dog, deaf and blind dog. Story of my life. I want to know. I want to know what you think. Because this doesn't work. 3 gas stations doesn't work. They don't know what car he's in. Doesn't work. They can't even identify the car that he was in at the press conference. They said it was a red Mazda, says Campbell. Same with the, what was it, the stupid comment? 10 something or other. Where's that? Oh yeah, this one. I love this one. He said it himself. He said it himself. This is YouTube. YouTube. Of course, you can see in the upper right-hand side of the screen, there's a gray car driving through at 10, what is it, 10:30, I always get the time wrong, 10:31? Even though I've talked about this fucking picture ever since I saw it. 10:31. At Highway 102, our last video that we have, it's not a video, by the way, it's just shitty screen capture, clipped and faked probably, who knows. This one actually, I believe. And this clock is verified to be 100% accurate. People are always like, wow, no, it's not. Somebody in the families went down there and asked, is the clock accurate? Yes. So what's this photo? Last video that we have is a suspect crossing is at 11:23. He told you. Just like they told you, one tactical unit from the beginning. Okay. I don't know if he's dead, if he's not dead. There's no verified proof that he's dead, right? So what's going on? Right? You want to come and say hello? What you doing? Now he's fudging times, always changing times, changing. Oh, the clock was out. Oh, that video's wrong. Oh, it's not a video. Where do you have videos? Where's the videos? These are real easy things. There's hundreds of them. All up and down Esplanade and Prince and wherever else they say that he traveled with their Google Maps that change and times change and nope. Just like the one I showed last night. It doesn't make sense. Where's that? By the way, that one's out. This supposed ghost on the screen, that's out. These are all out. That one could just be because of the wrong time. The one in the morning is definitely out. I think it's out though. Well, let's see. Oh, by the way, there was another thing that I noticed. Very interesting. I reviewed all of the photos that I had, because remember how we were talking always about the push bar and that's very early on in earlier videos. And for those of you who aren't aware, please do check out the playlists from earlier videos, as well as obviously Oh Dear's channel and those channels listed below, Steve and Adrian. But the playlist has a lot of material that I may or may not go over again at some later point. So yes, it's a lot of stuff, but the push bar. So I went through a lot of pictures. And I can't find any push bars on any SUVs either. I've asked around. People have gone around the stations and stuff, and there doesn't seem to be push bars. I did find, I believe, 2 or 3 SUVs that may have push bars. But I reviewed a lot of photos. So if we throw in 2 other parts to this, the thin blue line sticker is a very big point to them. Thin blue line stickers in the warrant. Why is this so important? Could it just be, there's one in Musquodoboit. There you go. I got that one right? Musquodoboit. I never had a problem. Late getting here. Hey, how's it going? It's questionable if he's dead. I'm not saying tinfoil. Oh, yeah, I'm saying no proof, no definitive proof that he was dead. A lot of definitive proof of some very weird activities, and something they can't just tell you. You know what? We shot him and he died. No, instead they want to play silly bonkers, which leads to questions. Now, I know some of that is also, they like that. They like to do the artificial, having you doubt or mistrust or whatever. But I think there's too much there to say. Black Taurus in Elmsdale with push bar. Okay. Undercover vehicle. I'm guessing because it's black, right? Sheriffs have push bars. Local towns have push bars. So, okay. Is it that push bars and thin blue line stickers denote something special? Like a operative, an undercover? Is that what that's about? Is it not just that the cars don't have them? His car did. But is it that the thin blue line sticker and push bars denote that he was an officer. Something I have a sneaking suspicion he was either an officer or something else, which was much higher, running deep op, and had been for a long time. And possibly Lisa may be involved with that on a law enforcement end. Possible that these two people may have flipped at some point. I don't know. Something is, CI doesn't ever sit right with me. It never did. And I remember the day that I spoke to somebody at the Globe and Mail. And right after that came out a CI article. I always found that very interesting. Anyway, still have the phone records. Prove it. Maybe it's just happy coincidence, but the CI thing never sat right with me. Mr. Big was what I stated on the phone. Mr. Big, funnily enough, which, there are a couple of emails too I could go through. My God. Contact information below. Anybody who has any information, please let me know. Anything would be great. Dustin Rodgers. I don't want to touch that right now. There's some big RCMP stories that I'd like to get into, some very big ones that show other levels of corruption and things. Some pretty horrific ones, and the connections between people on that end in the white shirt mafia, basically. And guarding, one of them is a person by the name of Blundell. Blundell, very interesting character. A lot of tragedy around that story. Sad. But I'm not going to touch that one for today. Those of you who are interested can punch it in. Possibly bring yourselves up to speed on that. But that's, again, outside of the scope. But Blundell isn't, in a sense, because Blundell was very key to Mr. Big operations. And that was why he got let off with what he did. Because then you'd have to do, as I showed in the other video with the sheriff from Polk County, the responsible thing would be you charge him, and then you have to go back all through his cases, Mr. Biggs, which are highly questionable. Now, I remember this car. You remember this car? RCMP showcases new additions to fleet in effort to curb dangerous driving. They ran this one down there for a little while. And the article disappeared. Perhaps somebody knows where that is. Okay, we'll look at that. You know, the white cars, they get you away from the white cars. Oh yeah, there's stickers and there's everything's. The RCMP police have unveiled two new additions to their fleet cruisers. Fleet of cruisers. They're hoping to help better nab dangerous drivers. The new specialty vehicles are different from the typical RCMP cruiser or ghost car. They have subdued decals, hidden antennas, and special lights. Features are designed to make it more difficult to identify from a distance, making it easier for police. That sounds good. Easier for police to identify dangerous or illegal behavior. I think their thing was down there was about the business that you couldn't see this car in the dark, or you couldn't see it during the day, which actually goes against logic. Logic says you want to be able to see the police car during the day if you were trying to fight crime, say, because headlights illuminate that, right? And that was what the article actually, funnily enough, said. You could see the car at night, but during the day you couldn't see the car. Criminals generally operate at night. So you want criminals to see your car at night. that one is a bit of a stretch of the brain. Yeah, glow at night. That article disappeared. I don't know. Maybe somebody still has it. I'm sure O'Dear does. I can't seem to find it in my file, like most other things. But this was why. I propose that we ban all ghost cars. All of them. All of them. Gone. Marked cruisers. Everybody knows who you are. There's no more undercover operations like this nonsense where you're participating as a criminal, possibly, and have provably participated in criminal activity or turn a blind eye to criminal activity. If you really want to clean it up, don't act like a criminal. How about that one? Real smart. Don't try and hide. Don't scare the piss out of people. Got a phone call just today from a family member who relayed a piece of information about yesterday and how they had an encounter with a ghost vehicle, ghost Dodge truck. Dodge truck. I wonder if that was the one that had the Tim Hortons Timbits on the dash down in Enfield. Anyway, and scared them. It really scared them. And scared their family. Now, why do we have that? Why are we scaring people? Don't need to scare people. I learned that generally honest people don't lurk in shadows. Why does the police want to act dishonestly? So is there something to the push bar? I would like to know that additionally, if you can let me know. The push bar specifically on SUVs, which doesn't seem to also exist. So the push bar is kind of an oddity. It's a rarity. So this is a specialty item that they're putting on. Does that denote special things, operations that are running so that other police officers are like, yeah, you leave that guy alone. Don't touch that guy. Or the thin blue line sticker on vehicles. Is there a certain type of thin blue line sticker that only certain people have access to? Like Warpland. Because they were very fired up about the thin blue line decal. This article? Sorry, which one? Thank you. Thank you. Did you link it? Ooh. Spooky, spooky stuff. It's going to go all haywire here. I don't have any link in the box. Here, as you'll see. Don't look in the middle, otherwise you'll get sick. There's no link. So, cannot paste at the moment. Ooh, interesting. That's the error. You're getting an error? Archive will not let me paste. Okay, even I'll have to have a visit. Techie stuff, bullshit. What's going down? But they pop that article out, just like they pop out the articles. Please, all that I ask, use a discerning eye when looking at things. We're conditioned a certain way, to think a certain way, to not ask questions, to believe what we're told, to believe that people in high places mean well, when in reality, most often they don't. How do you get to the top? You step all over and hurt people, and you use them. This is how it works. You sell your soul. Howdy, Nancy. I think there's two of them down there. Two of these. I'm going to say something I probably would live to regret. So I'm just not going to say that. Two of these cars can be seen at night, but can't be seen during the day, really. Why do you not want to be seen? Let's just see you all. See your uniform. Nobody really has access to it. Anybody who does goes to jail. You all drive marked cars. Everybody knows who you are. There aren't undercover operations, Mr. Biggs, people getting raped. Londell. Causing suicides. Tragic, horrific. Okay, let me see if I can grab that link. Okay, there's going to be a bit of an echo. My apologies. Ooh, I got to it before there was an echo. Thank you. I thought there was one from Saltwire down there, but I could be wrong. Halifax Police. This is excellent because it's national. Halifax Police roll out first ghost cars with hybrid markings. A win? Oh, yes. 1 month later, when they're getting their police story, he was making cars things all figured out. Oh, see? Look. This is the Halifax Police. There was one with RCMP. I think there's two of them down there, to my understanding. And Halifax has got two. Okay, that's interesting. 2017. Whoa. Do you see that? See, this is the way my mind works. Seen 2017 Ford Taurus before? Anywhere? What are they doing? Showing you cars. No. You're not originally from here. From here either. Down by the bay. Hanging out, doing some fishing. Thank you very much. Oh dear. Yes, thank you. Oh dear. I wish I had oh dear's technical abilities. That would be great. One day. But this is what makes teamwork so important and vital. It's all the brain power. Tara and I were speaking about that. It's all the brain power, putting the brains together and our skills together. We can do a lot of things. Still need to fire up this mass email to everybody. I don't know if somebody wants to contact me about organizing that. I would love if we could get a list of addresses sorted out between kind of major politicians. Most of you down there know who the movers and shakers are. RCMP people. Media. Let everybody know what's going to go down in Bible Hill, 1 p.m. So that we get, hopefully, attention. Because that's important. Families need the attention. And even the ones that aren't looking today will be later. They will be. And I've heard that from somebody who isn't looking right now. They're so lost in their grief they can't handle it. But they're like, don't stop, please. I know one day we're going to need the answers, and you guys keep doing what you're doing. It's pushing them. That's you. That's you, the watcher. Everybody who's here today. Everybody who watches later participates. People who leave tips, send them to Nova Scotia or nsinvestigators at gmail.com. Ones who visit with me and help. Goddamn phones are glued to my ear almost every day. Well, they are. Period. All day. Between that and reading, it's an interesting life I've had for over almost a year now. But it's worth it. Because I think long run, this is going to make some serious changes. And it is already. Does anyone have a MailChimp account? Don't even know what that is. Off to New Ross later, everybody. Hey, have a great time. Great to see you, Ashley, as always. I have to. Somebody liked my profile picture, I'm sure. They weren't scared away. You'll know what that means. They, in fact, sent me a request. So I've been thinking, what if Gabriel Wortman and Lisa planned this murder spree, and after they killed 13 people in Portapique, then Gabriel Wortman started fighting with Lisa and was going to kill her? Who knows? Who knows? I don't think the evidence leans towards that it's a solo activity. I think that's kind of out. I know, and that's the thing. They've got us so heavily conditioned to say Wortman. I do it all the time. I have to catch myself and remember, do I know definitively that this is one person? Who told me that it is one person? Is there evidence that disputes that? To which I can answer, yes, there is. Quite a bit. So, is it one person? What of this story is true? Sorting through the wheat from the chaff. Very good. Any teams involved in the mass casualty? I'm not sure about teams. What are you meaning by teams? Sorry. I had to type little gray cell before predictive text picked it up. Wanted to sign in my abuser in my busser for best experience. Is that your account? My busser? Yeah, autocomplete's not going to work. I don't think popular over there. Take a look back. The article from 2018. Which article is that? Sorry. Now I'm behind. Wortman car was 2017. Exactly. Do you see how they do this? Do you see? First they show you a car. Ghost cars, undercover cars. This one isn't even a fucking ghost car. What the fuck, man? It's just got stupid... I don't even know what this is. On the back end, you can't see it, but look at the side. Durr. Let's just try that. We'll just save it in there anyway. Look at the side of the car. The side. Does that look like it's all hidden there? Kind of looks really obvious because it's fully deckled. Oh, but here it's not. So I guess if you're driving on his ass, you don't know. Unless you're just blind because you can see this. What a bunch of nonsense. Sorry, the new cars in the article with the push bars is from 2018. Okay. Apple, you can send me an email. The email is listed. Thank you. The email is listed below. Appreciate that. Anyone in the group from here and the Discord? I don't know. Maybe some people might be involved with what may happen. Maybe. And definitely those of you who got on board, is tomorrow the last day to get in? I can't remember what cutoff date was to apply for standing. Anybody in Nova Scotia, I believe, can apply. So hopefully there's going to be a bunch of people. Sorry about the new cars is in 2017. Ah. Okay. My apologies. Thank you for correcting me. Is 2018. So, but again, this leads to, you know, you don't have older cars. Yeah. The new article, I think, had something to the same effect. And it's just interesting to note. So there's some thoughts, some ramblings, some things to chew on for a little bit. Please leave your comments below. Hopefully they will let them through. If you're having tech issues, let us know. That's very interesting. I find it and plus, you know, those of you who are experiencing that, to hear others say, yeah, you know what, I'm experiencing the same thing, also validates that you're not really quite crazy, right? There is some serious shit going down. Thank you, Apple. Anybody else have something else? I'll just scroll through here. Hey, buddy, how's it going? So I guess it's just a happy coincidence it has 2017 in there. That's all. Jesus. Getting some work done on the house. Maybe I should sign off then on that note. It was odd, and Sharon told me about it. One of these hybrids. No cops out here at night. Anyways, that's true. Very sad. Sad for down by the bay and anybody who lives in Colchester County. Man, you've got policing, what? From 2 till 6. No policing. On call. It's on call. You know, because that's the way to do things. Crime is on call, you know. But obviously that night was a total and utter disaster. And the next day that led to it. There's tons of good info in the older videos. I'll catch up. Thank you. I appreciate people mentioning that, because even though I haven't got my playlist updated recently, I ran into some kind of a snag with something. And I think some of the videos may have been removed, which is sad. May have been pertinent data in there. Those of you who download videos, it's always a good idea to do that too. I'm a big person into archiving, as you can see, as is Oh Dear. It is helpful because things disappear. You archive it. You use those two websites, archive.is and archive.org. And there are, sorry about the banging, there is little handy dandy add-ons you can throw onto your browsers. So they make it easier. You can just hit the little add-on and it'll do it for you. Special officers. I think so. I think there's something special about the people who drive certain vehicles. All right. Late arriving, Michael Penny. Show last night was awesome. I don't know how many of you were able to. I'm not the best at explaining things. My mind works very differently than, and we all do, but it seems to work maybe more differently than others. And so sometimes I'm very poor at explaining things. Plus my mouth operates at a very different speed than my mind. 2019. Okay. Here we go. Let's have a look at that one. Something's happened here. Let's try that. Okay. Here we go with the fun car stuff again. Yay, fun car. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, oh dear. Jeez, godsend. Godsend. RCMP unveil cleverly designed traffic service vehicle. June 20th, 2019. Okay, so this is backdated again before the event, but it's still interesting to note, right? And the point is, what in the hell are we doing? What are these people, our employees, doing? I don't want to spend money for that. I don't want to spend money for getting a phone call this morning and hearing about a terrorized family who's already lost so much, to learn that they're just scared all the time, to read messages on the official RCMP page saying, how do you identify an officer? To listen to RCMP officers say, hear the fear from other family members and say to them, well, yes, I understand you don't ever want to pull over for an RCMP officer anymore. What does it do to the RCMP officer, too, to be distrusted like that? The good ones. These people, honestly, we are attacking what happened that night, but it is an institution that is unbelievably horrific on its members. I believe I went through the stats one day. 1/3 of retirements are due to PTSD, and this is not people who are pulling it out of their ass. That's a lot. That is because their own institution is doing it to them. I know that personally from officers who I have spoken to, retired. Horrific. They're just trying to do the job that they wanted to do, that they volunteered to do, to protect and serve, which I think is phenomenal and very, very honorable. But to treat your own members like garbage just because you're at the different table. They sit at literally at a different table, white shirts. They don't associate with regular members. No. Yes, I heard about an article. I did hear about an article. Out. Anyway, lots of banging and crashing over here. I don't think I'll be able to have a nap. What time? Well, I've been up for 7 hours now. I can have a nap probably. Very good. All right. So take good care. Please leave your comments. Please, those of you who have something that's keeping you up at night, hurting you, you're feeling like I could see myself in those families' position and I really don't want to be there. You have information, send it below. Leave comments if you can. And hopefully those emails will also get through. I notice that I don't get all of those either. Oh, come here. Yes, we'll get your friend. Hello. we're all just making our way through life, aren't we? So I do hope that you have a fantastic day. Maybe I'll have some stuff later today. Who knows? God bless the families. 23 of them. God bless the 23. Watch over and protect them. God bless you all. Have a fantastic day.